Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another edition of Dragon Sports Live. I'm Dante Payne, your host, as we about to embark on another journey of sports, news, and music. And what better way to start out the show with another fellow local person that you may know, V. Armstrong. We're going to start the show off with V. Armstrong stressing here on Dragon Sports Live. So be sure to check it out. And then coming up in the show, we're going to chop it up with some baseball. We got some records being break. We got some players that's on the tear. That's MVP candidates and more in baseball. Football, we still don't have a contract extension for Lamar Jackson. He's working on it, but he's focused on football. And more. Like I said, Science Show, WNBA, the playoffs race is on. People are trying to clinch their spots, and so far 5 teams have clinched for the playoffs in the WNBA. And I'll tell you who those teams are later on in the show. But without further ado, like I said before, welcome to another edition of Dragon Sports Live. I'm Dante Payne, and we about to kick our show off with V. Armstrong here on Dragon Sports Live. Check it out.
Yo, turn me up right there.
Turn me up right there.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah, like that.
We recording? Yeah. Why you feel like you gotta make me choose between the studio, the music, and you? I grind all the time 'cause I don't wanna lose. And I know that you hate that it's bigger than you, and I'm stressing 'cause you pressing the issue, and I'm guessing this won't last as long as you thought it would. You said it 'cause I'm working, you hate it, and I get it. You already said it, but I gotta get to the pay. I gotta win. There's too many people depending on me, baby. I gotta win. I know that you want me around, but this is the shit that I'm in. Baby, I gotta win. Baby, I gotta win. I gotta
I'm steady calling, steady texting. You ain't call me, text me back. I kinda get the point, so I'ma fall back, you feel me? Hey, you wanna leave a nigga, then wonder why I'm tripping. Made me think about the times you was acting different. I had a girlfriend fucking with an intuition, creeping late nights with you on a different mission. From the bedroom, bathroom to the kitchen, every inch of your body, baby, is finger licking. But enough of the sex talk, don't cloud your vision. Now it's time to speak facts. Let me stop reminiscing. You would tell all your truths on the lines in between. You out here chasing niggas, you out here chasing dreams. Communication weird, fighting about stupid things. When I said what it was, you said it's not what it seemed. You say that I'm pressing the issue, but I'ma leave it alone. And don't come stalking my pages thirsty, I'm moving on. Double standards, that's some shit I really don't condone. I know why you stressing, 'cause you really out here doing wrong time.
'cause I'm stressing 'cause you pressing the issue, and I'm guessing
So it's over with.
this won't last as long as you thought it would. You
Don't come
said
checking my Instagram.
'cause I'm working, you hate it, and
Thinking
I
my
get
Facebook
it.
status is about you.
Already said
Don't come showing up to my
I
job.
gotta get to the pay. I gotta win.
When I'm out to eat is my favorite spot. Ain't no more wine and chill. You chose your side.
Know that you want me
The closer I get to you, the more you make me see that I must get rid of me to get to I, because this old mindset will no longer fly. These feelings of insecurities can no longer be. I have to be free. I reach for liberty. So God, here I am, naked, not looking at the faces, putting away childish things, no longer looking for no one else to blame for my own mistakes. So God, here's my shame, anger, lust, low self-esteem, attitudes, rejection, depression, unforgiveness, the curses, repeating circles because I'm not learning from my lesson. But on the other side is the blessing, no stressing, self-worth, breaking the curse, peace, joy, love, and womanhood. I take one breath and exhale death and inhale life.
Take a hit of that acid, I'm out of it, babe. Drip on some Altoids, but I'll do the same. Drinking my double cup, just to kill all this pain. Kill all this pain, kill all this pain. I don't wanna feel insecure, can we get up on the same thing? I really wanna show you more, baby, are we on the same page? Just take a sip, baby, do a drip, baby, take it, baby, so we both feel the same. You say you got some friends too, but tell your friends to come through, and I'ma bring my friends too, so we can all get it in. Take a ride on my spaceship, climax on my spaceship. Now let's silver and gold while I'm touching your soul. Take a hit of that acid, I'm out of it, babe. I drip on some Altoids, guess it all does the same. Drinking my double cup, just to kill all this pain. Kill all this pain, kill all this pain. Acid and spaceships, sipping drinks with no flavors. Now let's just go. Silver and soul. Acid and spaceships, sipping drinks with no flavors. Now let's just go. Silver and soul. Silver and soul.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another edition of Dragon Sports Live. Now, that last song that you heard was Acid Spaceship by Derek with the Soul. Check him out on Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, wherever you get your music, wherever you listen to your music. Make sure you support these artists through and from. And I must state this before we get into everything. This show is not intended for copyright infringement. I do not own the rights to these songs. Some songs I do because it's songs that I was given. But for the most part, not intended for copyright infringement. And this is a fun and loving show that incorporates sports and music. Local artists, unsigned artists, people you know, or yourself. And if you want to be a part of that, make sure you send your music to dragonjumppro@gmail.com. Or, best way to do it is on social media. You type in Dragon Jump Productions. And you send me your artist name on Apple Music. If you're on Apple Music. If you're on Spotify, either way, send me your artist name, how I can look you up. Because then I will look you up add you to the playlist, and you just tune in. I'll even let you know that I played your song and let you know the day that I play it too, and send you the snippet of it so you can hear it on Snapchat and Instagram, Twitter. Yes, all social medias. All social medias Dragon Jump Pro. Go and hit that up. Except Snapchat. It's not there yet, but will be soon. Yes. But anyways, back to what I was talking about. It's been an exciting thing in baseball, except for we did have a scary incident where we had Mariners pitcher. They did get the win though, but Mariners pitcher Daniel Castano, he got hit by a line drive off, like literally a base hit line drive straight to his forehead. They still managed to make the catch, but it was 104-mile-per-hour ball line drive straight at his forehead. The only thing he came out with, by the grace of God, is he got a contusion on his forehead, and he also has a concussion, a mild concussion at that. So I'm glad he's seen okay. And like I said, the Mariners did pick up that win, much needed. Mariners has been on the tear lately too, as well. Because the second half and trade deadline's coming up too, so you're gonna hear a lot of rumors, a lot of people being traded. We did have a couple trades that happened. That happened already, but like I said, that's coming down the line. I'll give you more information about that. Like I said, Daniel Castano, he was hit by a line drive, but he is doing well, and I'm glad to see he's only well. I'm glad it's only to see that it's just in concussion with a contusion, and that contusion can go down with some ice or go down on his own. But I'm glad to see that he's okay and he's doing well from that. And you hate to see that, but you also hate to lose players. The Marlins, not only did they lost him for a couple days. I think he's on the 15-day IL concussion list. Marlins also lost prospect Max Meyer. He would be done for the rest of the season. He's playing in AAA affiliate, and he's gonna have Tommy John surgery. So his season is cut short, and he's gonna recover for that. Hopefully, he has a speedy recovery. But when you get Tommy John, that recovery is long, but you will be back, and I hope he be back. And like I mentioned before, a lot of trade deadlines. Hasn't happened yet. We keep getting speculation in Chicago that the Cubs will trade Ian Happ and Wilson Contreras. So people have been giving them standing ovations every time they come up to the plate and stuff like that, because it might be their final game. And if they trade them, that means Cubs will be in full rebuild mode. I think they would basically get rid of everybody that was part of that 2016, except with the exception of David Ross because he's the manager. But they would get rid of everybody from that 2017, and you basically going on full prospects. Everybody would be younger, not having much experience. You're going to have some veterans on there, but like I said, a couple of those trade deadlines coming up. I believe it's August 6th, if I'm not mistaken. Because like I said, baseball is one of the longest seasons. It's like 160-something games. It's a very long season. So the struggle be real when you are playing that many games and then you're trying to keep people in the loop, in what's going on, in everything. So it's like that struggle do be real. And like I said, what better way to have a season? The White Sox are currently at 500. Thank God. Cubs have been struggling this season. That's what I'm saying. For them, they're in full rebuild mode now. So it's like, oh, it is what it is. And basically it's going down. And Cubs also traded their reliever. They sent their reliever to the Dodgers, Chris Martin. He's not no longer a Cub. He's a Dodger now. Who Dodgers been on the tear lately. Yankees been on the tear. Like all these teams I'm naming, they've been on tears. Y'all want to know what the standings is currently of that? Cause I do. Like I say, Yankees on the tear. They are currently on a 3-game win streak, and Aaron Judge has been amazing. I definitely think he's definitely in the running for MVP. You lead the league in RBIs, home runs, and WAR right now, and you've been slinging. You've been slinging. He had 9 straight games with multiple. Like he didn't tie Babe Ruth. May have passed him now, but multiple home run games. So that's a good era to be in the ballpark with, like Babe Ruth, one of the greats. Like I said, Judge he's been balling. He's even showing you that he can do it on the defensive tip too, snatching home runs away. People thinking they about to go yard and they can't go yard because he snatched it away. So, and I'm liking what I'm seeing from the Dodgers. I mean, not the Dodgers, the Yankees. They sitting at 69-33 right now, and solely in first place in the American East. Now, our lovely Chicago White Sox, they're now at 500 even, and they was 5-5 in their last 10. You know who else has been good? Houston Astros. They've been real good too. The Mariners also been good too. They ain't at the bottom of the thing. They're sitting second right behind the Astros. And the New York Mets has been good, as long as the Braves. Milwaukee's been good. Cubs, they're struggling, but so is Pittsburgh and Cincinnati. So they're still sitting in third in the Central, but they're struggling. And like I said, Dodgers been good. San Diego has been good. What team that hasn't been good? Well, Boston hasn't really been good this year. It was the Orioles normally sit at the bottom, but Boston hasn't been that good this year. Orioles been sitting pretty well. And Orioles also signed top pick Jackson Holliday to a $8.9 million signing bonus. So, they signed him. That's a good thing. I wonder if he's the son of, Aaron Holiday? The one that died in the plane crash. I wonder if he's related to him, because that's the same name. We'll find out. But yeah, we will find out. We did have some couple trades that happened. Outfielder Andrew, I don't know if I'm saying this right, but Benintendi, he was traded to the Yankees for 3 draft picks. Or 3 prospects, how we gonna call them prospects as what they are. And Mets get outfielder Tyler Naquin and left-hand pitcher Phillip Diehl from the Reds. So it's been trades that's been happening. We just want to see what's gonna happen with Soto, with Wilson Contreras, Ian Happ, all them that's been in the news for trade rumors and stuff like that. Even Shohei Ohtani has been in the trade rumors. He's like, I'm an angel, and I'm going to play. So I'm curious to see what these trades going to be, how it's going down, when it's going down, and yeah, just excitement. Can you hear it in my voice? The excitement of how it's going down. Angels, Mike Trout is dealing with a rare back condition that might bother him for the rest of his career. It's manageable, so he's just gonna have to squeeze through it. Either if he play hard one day and then rest a day on the double, back-to-back series, or he just suck it up. But he continues to play and he continues to do what he got to do. Like I said, that condition might hunt him for the rest of his career. It may cause him in his career, but right now, that ain't the case right now. So he's just gonna keep going and keep being motivated to go on further and further. So With that being said, what way to strive further than you listen to Dragon Sports Live? It's a place to be. Coming up on Dragon Sports Live, we got more music on the way, but we're going to talk NFL. We're going to talk about Carlos Dunlap. You know, he's been on multiple teams, and he's also still of a good defensive player, and he has moved to a new team. DK Metcalf finally gets his deal, and a couple retirements that happened. So, we're going to get you out of that, but in between time, we're going to bring out old habits. This next song is called Old Habits, and it's by an artist named Chill. So check them out on Dragon Sports Live. And if you want to check out everything, make sure you follow Dragon Sports Live on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, or wherever you get your podcast at. This is Dragon Sports Live, and you're about to listen to Chill. Old Habits. Chill. Okay.
Old habits, don't got old habits, no. Tell me why we can never bounce back.
That's the only trouble with tennis.
Why we back to old habits? You could leave all of your wrongs, get to know lavish lifestyle, introducing with its own magic. But you can't come into my home with them old habits, with them old habits. But my new bitch a cold savage, no desire, got her own, and she no tragic. Shooting fire, cause I know she told a cold ratchet. No more lies, and I know she don't got old habits, don't got old habits, no. Tell me why we can never bounce back, why we can't go amount that. Everything we were said to be, you would never account that. Now we feel like a bounce check, I cannot even route that. I thought we could surmount that. Tell me why we can't be us, no the O's can't see us. Sick you out to Miami, on the beach with our feet up. But you got work on a Monday, call the sick, they don't need us. We gon' live every Sunday, party veins when we bleed up. But used to work with the dumb play, whoa. Told her your shit when you rollin' a bitch, and now she got a fundraise more. Just to compete, she don't got a heat, you know she never done right, no. Go kill all my exes for me, go blaze more. You can go blaze more. But don't you ever come back, you don't really run that. Told me I want big shit, made that love a comeback. You say where my trust go, I put it in this compact, and I will never let go. I'm ready for your combat. Why we back to old habits? You could leave all of your wrongs, get to know lavish lifestyle, introducing with its own magic. But you can't come into my home with them old habits, with them old habits. But my new bitch a cold savage, no desire, got her own, and she no tragic. Shooting fire, cause I know she told a cold ratchet. No more lies, and I know she don't got old habits, don't got old habits, no.
That's the only trouble with tennis. That's the only trouble with tennis.
What is love? I keep telling myself and ask myself, what is the real
how to love, girl. I'm trying to show my love for you. I'm trying to make sure it's true. Someone is LOVE me too. What is love? Teach me how to love you.
Oh, I love this. Just give me the chills. It's what I like. Ho! Woo! Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Ho! Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Check. You would think I had to be in gymnastics the way I flip. You exercise your role the way I exercise my soul. You taught me countless ideologies and now I spit as if I left them all alone and it's just me, myself, and Dome. I take what you gave and I elevate like I'm brave. Cause following a leader you need to know is a phase. If I didn't have my own mind, then I would say this your song. But oh, ate this beat before I 09. Oh, I just gotta take initiative, I know you recognize. The word we had beef, that's a burger and extra fries. And I know you wish I love education when I'm in school, but I use my life experience for tools. I learned that I learned what I learned best when systems ain't stressing me. A grade don't define my knowledge or the best of me. I know we disagree on a lot, but I still want you to know that I love you. My decisions before you made me wanna flip my life like I just met this chick I like to start all over, even though I didn't need to. Before you made me wanna flip my life like I just met this chick I like to start all over, even though I didn't need to. Word. Never apologetic, I know you don't believe, but when I was in need to talk to God, I called heaven to point me the right direction. Made me change my perspective when I started with religion for my breakfast. And now I pray up until the blessings come down, but I pray before I know that my blessings will even come. I learned from you that doing things to do it, not to get something returned to you, is when the mass opportunities brung. With that being said, I started giving, not trying to get it back. I guess I'm like Santa, don't be Rudolph when I rap. She respect me with a passion, even though we disagree. And I give the same respect, cause opinions to me are free. See, she taught me well, I'm just acting how I prefer. I'm walking on my own, any other route is a blur. But don't ever get it twisted that she didn't do a job. Man, I love her, she my pops and my mom. Before you made me wanna flip my life like I just met this chick I like to start all over, even though I didn't need to. Before you made me wanna flip my life like I just met this chick I like to start all over, even though I didn't need to.
I don't debate if you do not create. I see the world in a whole nother state. I see your brain when I look on your name. Beat it like an ape. Yes, I want a baby, take it. Kitty, kitty like a naked. Play around and pay attention. Each of my titties, I say yeah, I like it. I'm thinking about how I'm gonna entice him. Baby, baby, do you need it? Baby, baby, I'm greedy. I drew his eyes and he say yeah, I like it. He thinking about how you wanna just bite it. Kitty, kitty, can't you see? Baby got a head on me. Baby come and head on me. I be sitting in the crib, thinking about what we gon' be. Baby, baby, like you naked. Yes, you want it, you can take it. Usually I like to save it. You was kinda creative. You in love, baby, face it. Wanna fuck, baby, pace it. Tranquilo, tequila, on my pantyhose. Chocolate guy, call him Papito. Keep the dough in a chef's coat. It's cutthroat, she gon' motorboat. Fine and diner, got the good for China. Find the time, I gotta roll to China. Big city, big baller buying them. Big status, am I humble kinda?
Welcome back to another edition of Dragon Sports Live. That was Nefertia with no debate. And there's no debate. Actually, it is a debate because what's going on with Lamar Jackson, y'all? He still has not got a deal yet. He's on his final year of his rookie contract. And everybody else has got signed. But he has not got signed. Kyler Murray has got signed. Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers, Baker Mayfield even being traded to the Panthers. So it's like Deshaun Watson. All these people have got signed, but Lamar Jackson has. And I think part of the problem is because he's doing his own negotiation. He's being his own agent because he doesn't have an agent. He's independent. So, in a way, sometimes I feel like that is a little bit harder to do. But it doesn't, like, it's not a good look when you see everybody else get signed and you know organization actually appreciates that person. Even though you heard drama with Kyler Murray, for instance, you heard the drama like, oh, he scrubbed his Instagram account, anything dealing with the Cardinals, he scrubbed. No, the man wanted to get paid. They even took out the clause where he had to study for 4 hours because they got so much backlash from that. So they even took that out his contract. But it wasn't intended for that to be like that. They just something in there. Just like in the NBA, they got that Zion has to be at a certain weight. Let's see how that goes. That may come out too. But in football, if the man is, y'all basically built the offense around a man and he's been successful with that offense, that organization need to take care of that team. That organization need to take care of him. They need to pay the man. He actually deserves to be paid. So pay the man. He deserves it. Like, he's worked his butt off. He's had crazy stat lines. He's got rushing. He had rushing yards and passing yards. 1,000 rushing yards and over 2,000 passing yards last year. He completed most of his passes. Like, he didn't really have anybody to really throw it to, and he made he did what he do. Now he's gonna try to throw the ball more this year, which is what he said. But Lamar Jackson is good he can throw the ball. Don't get me wrong. Some people think he can't throw the ball, but he can throw the ball. So, hey, he can do multiple things, and I think he deserves a contract. So we'll see what happens. I'll keep you guys posted on that, what's happening with that, and where that's going with that. Other news, though, Carlos Dunlap, he is signing a 1-year deal with the Chiefs. He last was with the Seahawks. Well, Washington, then 2 stints with the Seahawks. And he was doing pretty well with them, but now he's with the Chiefs, so that gives them another, defensive back to that'll help them out. Let's see how that goes. Speaking of Seahawks, DK Metcalf, he agrees to a 3-year deal worth $72 million, which ties him with, Devontae Adams as the 6th highest paid wide receiver. He got paid. Now, he sat out his contract. He was going to set out. He was at practice, but he didn't participate because of the contract negotiation lasted about a day. Because his contract came out the next day. So, yeah, it lasted about a day of him sitting out. We got other players sitting out. And because they're waiting contract extension. Linebacker KJ Wright is retiring after 11 seasons. He signed a 1-day contract to retire with the Seahawks, who he won a Super Bowl with. And yeah, it's been 11 seasons because he played 10 seasons with the Seahawks. So he's retiring. Buccaneers lose their star center, Ryan Jensen. He was carted off with a knee injury, and it's looking to be an ACL tear. So he will be out significant amount of time. Hopefully that doesn't affect the offensive line that protects Tom Brady. Let's see what that. On top of that, Tom Brady got a new receivers to throw to. So now he can throw to Julio Jones. So you got Mark Goodwin. You got Chris Evans. Julio Jones. Scotty Miller. These are all people he can throw to. And a lot of them got hands. Julio has hands. He didn't really play last year. So, and because of hamstring injury, stuff like that. So, he's looking to bounce back. And I think he wasn't feeling the Titans like that. Because he's with the Titans last year. So, I don't think he was feeling the Titans. So, let's see how that goes. Trey Lance has been named the starter for the 49ers. They're going to go with Trey Lance. Now, a lot of people are like, we don't really know what he can do other than from his college games. Because he didn't really play that much. He came in on certain plays, but so now he gets the full reign, and that allows Jimmy G to seek a trade. Where will he go? We won't know. But it also excuses him from practice because while he seeks a trade, so he don't have to be at practice while he seeks a trade, find a trade partner. But let's see how that goes. Like, it's still other teams that need a quarterback. To be honest, I'd rather if the Bears get Jimmy G because I'm not really confident as Trevor Siemian as our backup to Justin Fields. I'd rather have somebody with experience. Like, unlike Nick Foles, Jimmy G can come in and carry a team because he did that when Tom Brady was out, and he did that for the 49ers before he went out. So it's like, I would be much better to have Jimmy G on my side as a Bears backup than Trevor Siemian. Because if Justin Fields gets hurt, I don't know if Trevor Siemian would be able to handle that pressure. Like, no offense to him. Hopefully, well, maybe. I don't know. He may be able to turn around. You know, I thought Josh Rose was going to do that, but he didn't. But maybe Trevor will be able to turn it around. Maybe. We don't know. We shall find out. I definitely would find out for you guys, and I'll let you know. So, that being said, I'll let you know when I find out how that goes. And speaking of Bears, though, they lost Dakota Dozier to injury. So he'll miss significant time as well. And training camp is underway, and there's been a little chippiness in training camp. So, like, watching the Giants training camp, you see good old Josh Allen get tackled by linebacker, and Josh Allen go right at his feet. He got guts because that was a 6'6", 314-pound dude, defensive tackle that you was going in the face of. I was like, oh, okay. I'm going to pray for you. That's all I can say. I was like, I'm going to pray for you when I seen that. But, you know, during training camp, this team's building rapport with each other, but it's also how you build a chemistry with each other. You need a good chemistry to be able to survive in this NFL season and basically to have a good team to, you know, be great. So, it is that. We did have some other injuries, or I should say other retirees and injuries. So, Danny Amoa is retiring. He announced his retirement a couple days ago. And Bengals quarterback Joe Burrow finally had his appendectomy, as you call it. He had that. And Cowboys signed CFL MVP Kevontae Turpin. So he's a receiver / kick returner. They end up signing him to the league. Congratulations on that. Like I said, he's the United States Spring Football League MVP. So they signed him. And yeah, that's pretty much what's going on thus far. We got WNBA. We got a divorce in WNBA. We got teams battling for playoff spots and seeding in the playoffs. We got a lot of that coming up next. But we also got more music for you here on Dragon Sports Live. So, if you ever missed the show and you want to catch it again, tune in to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, or wherever you get your podcast, and type in Dragon Sports Live, where you can listen to the show. So, be sure to check it out. And if you are an artist and you want to be featured on the show, make sure you send your artist name, or if you got music that you want us to play first, send it to dragonjumppro@gmail.com, or send it via social media, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Dragon Jump Pro. All one handle. Be sure to send it there too as well. But enough about that. We're going to get into all that later on. We got Jermaine Martell on the show coming up next on Dragon Sports Live. And if you just tuning in, my name is Dante Payne, your host for Dragon Sports Live, as we about to get back into our music with All That. Jermaine Martell featuring Mouthpiece. Check it out, Dragon Sports Live.
Come on. Yeah. Got a 2000 Rockefeller feel to it. I got homies at state property. I still do it for them, and anybody that's doubting me, I'm still fluid. And although modest now, the wrist still bluish. I'm a brother that's navigated through the real sewage. I let God order my steps cause I'm still foolish. But I'm chosen, I can still prove it. See this mountain, I can still move it. I'm alive, but I feel ghoulish. It's kinda scary that he chose me, cause when he called me, I was the old me. Doing tracks for OZ. Now I'm feeling like an OG. In the kitchen whipping up this holy smoke, OD. Show me love. Hey. Bill. Hey. Show me love. Hey. Bill. Hey.
Yeah, you know the haters really love in disguise. That's why I never sweat it when these guys rarely give the plug when they ride, but they gon' feel it all with the pressure we supply. So when they praying for our death, they just helping us to rise. They don't understand the rules that apply to you and I. Ain't it crazy how it work out for our good when they try? All part of the plan, perfectly move the pie. Sniff, know how to bake, cop cake, got a full plate. Run the whole game in a marathon pace. Takes a little time when you preparing something great. So when I finally cross line, my timing is never late. Show me love.
Hey. Bill. Hey. Show me love. Hey. Bill. Hey. Show me love. Hey. Bill. Hey. Show me love.
These dogs, cut 'em off, going soft. This ain't how I usually be. Calling me steady, checking if I'm out. You and all your homies in the club right now. Bitches throwing pussy for your eyes. And you falling hella quick, go out. Throwing dollars at the pole like you spin that. Regularly at home, where your chick at? Yeah, stupid nigga, what's the word? Please tell me something I ain't heard. You ain't never been faithful. Creeping off on me. In your presence, boy, I still feel lonely. Everybody been told me that you was never in my corner, only wanted to control me. Done. You done fucked up, cause I been that one. Give you all I could when you ain't give none. How you gonna take all of my soul? Baby, can you please let me know? Please let me know. These thoughts, cut 'em off. Save it, please. Going soft. This ain't how I usually be. Oh no, I'm a gangster, ain't no bitch in me. But that nigga done put a hex on me. Now when another nigga can't get next to me. And it's like, I was there but you ain't had shit. Picked your head up off the ground, made you lavish. What? I was down for the ride. Tell me how you couldn't see the lies. Push me aside, maybe for your hoes, touch a down chick. Really play my heart like a side bitch. Yeah, stupid nigga, what's the word? Left everything in a blur, gotta get on my system. Supposed to have babies, wet it up, drop the broom, but you ain't worthy. Everybody been told me you was never in my corner, only wanted to consume my love. You done fucked up, cause I've been that one. Give you all I could when you ain't give none. Now you gonna take all of my soul. Baby, can you please let me know? Please let me know. These stars, cut them off, save it please. Going soft, this ain't how I usually be. I'm a gangster, ain't no bitch in me, but that nigga done put an X on me. Now another nigga can't get next to me, and it's like,
can talk some sports. That last song that you just heard was Nothing to Say by Drummer B off his Toxic album. So be sure to check it out. If you ain't got nothing to say, then what? Keep better way to do it. Then keep moving past. Don't look back. Keep going forward. Keep pushing. Keep rocking with Jackson Sports Live. Y'all like how I did that? Y'all like how I did that? Yeah, I know I like that too. But anyways, speaking of, nothing to say. Liz Cabbage has left basically got a divorce with the LA Sparks. It was a team that she wanted to play for since she was young, but now that she's playing with, she decided that it's time. Like, I guess she wasn't fitting in well. She wasn't gelling in. She wasn't, because to me it looked like she was doing pretty well, but a lot of these teams are using, I want to say, combo forwards, so they can, like, these forwards can go basically 1 through 5, and Liz Cambage is strictly a 4 or 5. So they got a lot of these small ball, and when they do that, it's hard for her, who's a true big, to be a true big. But they get a divorce, and right now she's a free agent. We don't know what her future holds. We don't know what's going to go or when it's going to go down. How it's going to go down. That we don't know. But anyway. So, Connecticut Sun guard Bria Hartley will miss the remainder of the season, even though Connecticut Sun is in the playoffs. So, you will not see her in the playoffs. You will not see her for the rest of the season because she has torn her ACL and will be out. So, she is out of commission. We got more updates on the Brittany Griner situation. So, basically, Russia wants to negotiate a prison swap without fanfare. So, they want to basically get it done quietly and not basically let everybody know. They're going to try to get something done, but negotiations are on the way. We shall see what happens with that. Like I said, my hope goes out to Brittany Griner. And like I was talking with my fiance about this, and it was like, because Brittany Griner also played for Russia when the WNBA season is under hold or not in season. She was playing overseas with Russia. And now I feel like if she gets able to come home, she's not going to go to Russia anymore. she's gonna probably go somewhere else and play there. But like I said, my sentiments go out to her because she's been detained. It's almost 200 days now that she's been detained, and like I said, I hope for the best for her. Hope we can get her home. Hope that we can bring her back. But like I said, they're gonna try to do a swap because the United States wants to get Brittany Griner and another prisoner that's from the United States, bring them both home. So hopefully all goes well and all that. But in more exciting news, we had a very great game for the Commissioner Cup. It was the Aces, the Las Vegas Aces versus the Chicago Sky, and it was a good game. Well, it started out as a horrible game for Chicago, but they battled back and it made it a good game. Lost by a buzzer, basically a last second block. Kansas Parker had the chance to, make the game winning layup, and he got blocked, and then Las Vegas won. And if I remember correctly, ain't the coach is first year coach Becky Hammond? That's the new head coach of the Las Vegas Aces? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I just thought about that. So she get her first piece of hardware there, and Chelsea Gray was named MVP for the Aces, who's been phenomenal, 26 points in that game. She deserved to win MVP in that game. But I really like the idea of having a mid-season tournament before the playoffs start. Because like I said, the playoffs start August 10th. Commissioner Cup ended a couple days ago. I love the idea of having a mid-season tournament with Harwell, with the MVP, all that in there. And it was a good idea. It was a good success. It also makes teams play harder. So it's like you get the playoff without being in the playoffs. And that's the same thing that goes with the NBA with the play-in tournament. You got teams that be always on the cuffs and never make it in. And then with the play-in tournament, they make it in. So really like those two ideas. It was two brilliant ideas that came together and that worked really well. But like I said, congratulations to the Las Vegas Aces on winning the Commissioner Cup. Also, both the Aces and Chicago Sky are already locked their playoff spots, followed by Connecticut, Washington, Seattle, and then Washington. Washington was the 15 to join, but they needed the help of Atlanta Dream to lose. So with Atlanta Dream losing, they got into the playoffs because the Storm beat them, which put them in the playoffs. So it was like they won the series. The Storm won the series against them, which, like I said, basically put them in the playoffs. And then basically every game in here on now is basically for seeding. But all those teams thus far have clinched the berth in the playoffs. So that's what's up. It's getting heavy. Playoffs start August 10th. Y'all see me then. Y'all hear me. Yeah, we'll keep it moving then. Aaron Baines is making a comeback, y'all. He will be playing in the National Basketball League in Australia for the Brisbane Bullets. It's a 2-year deal, but in that 2-year deal, it allows him the ability to leave to come back to the NBA. So we haven't seen him for a while because he had a really nasty fall during the 2016 Olympics. Was doing one of the Olympic Games where he fell and fell on his back. So he didn't have feeling for a while, kind of had to learn how to walk, but he went to he was even going to the Summer League to try out to show teams that he's still good. But for now, he's going to go back to the Brisbane Bullets on a 2-year deal. Hopefully he can come back. He's 35. Yeah, Aaron Baines is 35 years old and wants to still play in the NBA. So he'll come back there. But right now, till then, he's going to pay Brisbane Bullets on that. James Harden finalizes a 2-year deal to return to the 76ers. His deal is worth $68 million, and he basically took a pay cut so he can keep everybody else on that player because, they just added P.J. Tucker. So you got P.J. Tucker, James Harden, Joel Embiid, and a couple other players. Tyrese Maxey, potential. That could be your potential starting right there. And I kind of want to see how that goes. But I also want to see if we get more, if Harden stays healthy, because he had a lot of hamstring issues. That and Embiid, I want to see everybody clicking on all cylinders, what Doc Rivers going to do with them, how they going to work, how you going to move them, how you going to use everybody. I want to see what key roles that is. And you can't really see that to preseason. Preseason, I believe, starts in September. So, or in August. But I'll let y'all know when those days are, when I look them up. I'll do research and I'll look them up and I'll find them out what games those are. So, yeah. And then OKC is hiring the legendary shooting guru who has helped many young players, Chip England, as an assistant coach. Now, he was assistant coach for the Spurs for a long time, but he has helped the likes of, young players like Murray, DeJounte, Jamal Murray, to help change those young players like Chad Holmgren, Giddey, all them young core. He's going to help them shoot better. He's going to help a lot of players. He has helped a lot of players shoot better. So that's a big, that's a big move for them as far as that, adding to that. And then we also had, Summer League is over with. The Portland Trailblazers won their little Summer League title. But we still got Do League and Pro-Ams that's going on. And we had the 2 top rookies that was drafted combined for 84 points in a Pro-Am. Polo had 50 and Jack Holm had 34 with 8 blocks. And I was looking at that, I was like, okay, y'all, the new generations is crazy. It's it make me look back at when LeBron first came and Kobe when they first came out of high school, and it's okay, maybe we can go back to drafting these people straight out of high school again. Maybe they're already talking about changing the year, because I think you got to play at least a year in college or you go to the G League at night. But maybe we need to change that age range. Seeing that these players play, they're actually coming out wanting to take that charge, wanting to be top dog, wanting to be showing you that they're great and what's to come when the regular season starts. So I'm waiting to see that. And with that being said, I can't wait to see that. And I'll give y'all more Pro-Am news and Dude League news next time when y'all tune into Dragon Sports Live. Until then, ciao, y'all. This is Dante Payne, and I'm signing off. Yeezer.